Hi, I am Lauren Holmes and I am the assistant director. I am here to talk about Nucleus today. So this is going to be our step-by-step process for all things Nucleus. So in some of the other recordings, you guys have learned all of the things that are required of you as far as submitting your excuses and or logging time. And so Nucleus is the program that is going to allow you to do those things. All right, so the very first step is to get your link this will be sent to you, and you will be able to use any of these accounts that you may have to log in. So we do want you to use the account that, the email that's associated with the legal guardian so that it is tied directly to you. Step 2, this is our dashboard. So you are, if you have multiple students, you'll be able to see all of them here. This is going to show you the missed days as well as the missed class sessions. It's just kind of a snapshot of what's going on with each of your students. One thing I want to point out here is that this is a website. It's very mobile friendly though, but it's not an app that you need to download. You're just able to do all of the things from a smartphone if you have one of those. You can log in on a computer as well. So these panels here, you can click on each of them in order to see additional information about those absences and missed classes. And so this shows you what that might look like. So if you click on those little drop down arrows, it will pull some info down so that you can see more of this information. So it's going to tell you what all of the missed classes may have been, whether it was excused or unexcused. If you see the little icon with a little eye in a circle, you can click on that to get more information. So it'll just kind of tell you how that's being calculated and what those numbers mean. So step 3, editing your time. So when you are in Nucleus, you will be able to click over here on the side for all of these things. So we were just at the dashboard, now we're at the timekeeper. So for any class that your student goes to, that time is automatically logged for you in Nucleus. So the reason that you might have to add additional time is maybe you guys spent some extra time working on an assignment. Maybe your student isn't required to go to the live classes and they didn't watch the recordings and you need to add time for that day. So that's just an example of a reason that you might be adding additional time. So when you click on that, you'll be able to choose the student that it's for, you'll be able to choose the day, and then you can add an activity that they did. So I'll show you in just a second because it will give you some choices, but I want to talk about this screen for just a second. So it will already kind of show you this student, for example, which this is a fake student, but they are flexible for all of these classes and they didn't attend any minutes. So this student would need to log their whole 5 hours and 30 minutes. Now remember that the amount of time that a student requires is different depending on their grade level. And I know we've talked about that in another recording. So when you go to add an activity, this is what will pop up for you, and you'll be able to choose all of the things and log the time. So like I said before, there is a drop-down menu to select the activity that it may be. These are just a few of them. There are several others. And then you'll be able to log the hours and the minutes and then save it. And that will add the time for you. So on step 4, this is where you will be able to upload any excused absences or just the documentation, I should say, for any absences that your student may have had. So if you click on upload document and then choose the student that it's for, this will pop up. So you will be able to choose that it was an absence. You'll be able to choose the document type. So these are all of the items that a student can be excused for they're in our handbook. So if you have questions about that, you can reference the handbook, but you'll be able to choose kind of what area it falls under. And then you'll actually upload the file. So whether this is a doctor's note or some kind of document, or maybe it's just, they were home, if it's a student illness and they were just out sick, it might be just a quick little handwritten note from you that you upload. Any of those types of things, you would add it here, then you would submit, and that is how your attendance specialist sees the information. So the fields are required and they will be highlighted red if you haven't submitted anything, but you've clicked on it. So you won't be able to choose a file or submit anything until everything is filled out. All right, so step 5, asking for help. So say that you're not quite sure what to do in here, or you have a question about your student's attendance. You can go here to this comment section, and this is going to allow you to communicate directly with your student's attendance specialist. You're still encouraged to email or give them a call, but this is just another way that you can reach out to them. Another way that this will be used is once you've submitted some kind of documentation to be reviewed, your attendance specialist will let you know in this comment system if it was excused or not. So here's a view of what this looks like. So when you click on that commenting system, you'll choose the student that you're trying to discuss, and this is where you'll type your message, and then you'll click send, excuse me, and you'll be able to talk directly with that person. Remember, again, this is mobile friendly, but it's not an app. So it looks very much like a text message situation, which is nice, but you will have to be on the website. So that concludes our training for Nucleus. If you have any questions, reach out to your attendance specialist and they will certainly be able to help you. Thank you.